Peter had just discovered a tiny dwarf. The dwarf was very dirty, so he decided to bathe it first. The soap was too big for the little creature, but at least it got clean. Since the dwarf's clothes were filthy, Peter washed them in a blender and then dried them in a toaster. After that, they became best friends. One day, Peter took out a cat statue and asked the dwarf about it. To his surprise, the dwarf admitted that it had turned Peter's cat into stone the night before because the cat had tried to eat it. It turned out that the dwarf had magical powers. It could transform anything. Later, Peter's older sibling accidentally saw their cat now turned into stone. Peter had no choice but to explain the whole story about the dwarf he had found. That night, while shopping for a tree, a man accidentally spotted the dwarf on the tree Peter was carrying. When the man tried to grab the dwarf, it quickly used its magic, turning him into a 3-meter-tall statue that completely blocked the road in front of Peter's house. When their father came home, he was shocked to see a giant statue outside and immediately called the police, thinking someone had placed it there as a prank. One day, their father took them out for a meal, and they had to eat shellfish. Since Peter and the dwarf found the dish disgusting, the dwarf secretly used its magic to transform their food into hot dogs and sushi. They ate happily, unaware that the restaurant staff would soon accuse them of bringing outside food. As a result, they were fined for causing a disruption in the restaurant. In the end, both of them were punished. Trying to prove the dwarf's abilities, they explained everything to their father. To demonstrate its powers, the dwarf shrank all 3 of them down to a tiny size.